Hello everybody, one and all, and welcome back to Madden 2002 in the Buffalo Bills franchise mode. Back here with a little bit of a longer video than I anticipated, but because we have some doozies of games here, okay? We have the Super Bowl 36 and 37 champs later on in the video here in the Denver Broncos, who are off to a bit of a struggling start, but more importantly, right now in front of us, we have the New York Jets back on the docket here. So, up until a few weeks ago, we had ourselves quite the sizable lead in the AFC East here, but the Jets have kind of evened things back up. They've been able to kind of climb back into it a little bit here, but they need some things to go their way, and obviously this game is one of those things here. They need to be in control. We have both of our games against the Jets in the next few weeks. We play the Jets now, then the Broncos, and then we open up the next video, or the week after, against the Jets again. So we're going to get both these games out of the way pretty quickly here in quick succession. And this will kind of tell us quite a bit about the AFC East playoff picture and exactly what we can expect to win the division moving forward, if it's even still a possibility after these next 3 weeks, because we already kind of faltered in the previous video against the Chargers and the Jaguars, so playoffs are a little bit up in the air right now. We're not entirely sure what the path is for us right now. I think there still is one, but we need to start winning games, man. We have to start winning games again, get back in the win column, and string some wins together, most importantly. So that's what we're going to be trying to do in this video here. Chad Pennington is injured for this game as well. It says a week, but I think he's missed some time, and so the Jets are rolling up with their backup here. Terrence Andrews, a young quarterback from Northwestern who not really all that enticing on the stat sheet here, but he's very efficient with the football, completing over 60% of his passes, but he's also very efficient and very effective with the football. Sammy Morris, and that's exactly what he's doing. Getting out into open space here, a huge gain on the ground, already 60 rushing yards on the day here for our offense. That is just the kind of stuff you can expect with Sammy Morris, who's already off to a great start this year. Might be on track to break some history here that he's already set himself. Setting some Bills records, man. Breaking some OJ records if he can, man. I'd love to see it. It'd be awesome. But now, another great Bill that we love here, Jay Remersma, gets himself a reception in this game, and he's celebrating with nobody, and that's going to give us a first down here as the first quarter is coming to a close here in the rain here. It's a torrential downpour in New Jersey, but we are struggling through it, man. And somehow Ozzie Hakeem is not in bounds for the for the touchdown here, but he does get pushed out at about the 1-inch yard line. So we'll see if we can punch it in here and finish off this drive at the conclusion of the first quarter. So there you see our records are kind of tied up around here. So this is huge AFC East implications here. But we're going to pitch this one off to Sammy Morris. Picks up a block or two, running with some defenders, but he gets into the end zone for his first touchdown of the game, and hopefully of many. first of many in this game here. That's touchdown number 12 on the season, man. He's already got 12 on the year, and he's close to 1,000 yards. Might have already broken it. So, but Andrews and the Jets are now moving the other way here. Wide open along the sideline, and no one's going to catch him, man. I don't know who left him completely wide open, but somebody did, and that's Curtis Martin in the flat. Andrews takes his check down, and it works out incredibly well for him, so I can't really say I blame him for doing that, but we'll get another look at it here, and yeah, Curtis Martin just wide open out on the edge, just no one really out there, man, just a prayer of a tackle attempt to dive. I didn't see who it was, but either way, man, Curtis Martin gets into the end zone. If you can't get the rushing touchdown, might as well get the receiving touchdown for your running back, right? Why not? So we're tied up at 7 apiece here, and now Sammy Morris getting to the outside edge, bringing some defenders with him, but he's going to at least have a first down, and now our drive is going to continue as we continue to outrun the Jets here. That seems to be an area where we're really focusing here, and in the rain, we could probably only expect that. I don't know if we're going to see a whole lot of Winfield in this offense, but on 2nd and 8, Winfield pitches it off to Morris again, picking up some blocks on the outside edge here. Actually, it's Travis Henry. Travis Henry's in bounds now, probably because Sammy Morris is just winded, man. He's been running up and down the field this whole game so far. He's winded, so Travis Henry gets in, and that's a nice run play for him. That's going to give us a first down, and we're going to continue this drive once again here, just completely outpacing the Jets so far on offense. I like what we're seeing here, but we still allowed them to score, so we got to keep moving. On 3rd and 2 here, Winfield back to pass here. He throws it off his back foot. That ball just sails out of the back of the end zone. Just no real shot there. Tries to find Eric Moulds, and that's just not going to happen. Not even really a good pass. Not really giving Eric Moulds even an opportunity to make a play on football. Just a bad pass. But now Steve Christie coming out here in the pouring rain on a 4th and 2, going to try and get at least 3 points. I probably would have liked to seen Cliff Harris maybe go for it. I think it's an area where you probably could expect to go for it, but we take the chip shot anyway, and we're going to retake the lead over the Jets here, 10-7. And now, outside of the 2-minute warning, the Jets have an opportunity. Andrews back to pass here, looks over his options, fires it off, and he finds an open target here. And that is not Wayne Chrebet anymore, because Wayne Chrebet is gone. He is officially gone. And now that is Gerald Solomon, a rookie from Houston for the Jets, who has been really one of the big standouts for this Jets offense here, as they have kind of had some turnover in the receiving corps. But on 3rd and 5 here, Andrew's going to lay this one up here. Just an absolute prayer of a football. And who else but Santana Moss is going to come down with it. And now the Jets have some life here on this drive here. They were completely dead to rights. But they have some life here now inside the Bills' 25. They get back up to the line with just under a minute and a half left to go. Andrews, clean pocket, unloads it across the middle of the field and finds Santana Moss once again for another first down. And now this Jets offense is moving, man. They are finding a way to throw the football in the rain, something that we have not been able to figure out so far in the first half. But just a minute and change, we're not fully set, and that's what happens when you're not fully set, man. You let plays like that happen, which honestly, man, Winfield was there in coverage. He was prepared and ready for that play here, but Santana Moss just runs a quick route, quick inside route, and that's why you do that, man. Just a quick in route, and that's a touchdown. That's an easy touchdown for the Jets. So they are going to actually retake, or not retake, but they're going to take the lead here, 14-10. And now we're with an opportunity here, just a minute left to go in this ball game. Pressure's on to Winfield. He's hit as he throws, and that ball just gets waylaid, just airmails out into the secondary. A bit of an arm punt, which again, 1st and 10 did not need an arm punt, but yeah, the pressure gets home here. It takes a while, and Winfield, man, holds on to the football a little bit too long. We've been seeing that a little bit all season long. He had plenty of time, but he was waiting for something to develop downfield. It took a little bit of time for that to develop, but eventually it just ends up being an interception. So, but we do get the football back here. We managed to stop the Jets, and Cliff Harris calling timeouts because he wants time here to get some points on the board, and he's going to just do that exactly as Eric Moulds gets a huge deep shot from Raymond Winfield, and that's going to be a touchdown, ladies and germs. And I haven't called too many Eric Moulds touchdowns this season. That's only touchdown number 3 for him and touchdown number 10 for Raymond Winfield, and that was his 5th pick earlier. So just to give you an idea here about the efficiency of our receivers and our quarterback, where we're sitting on that. But decent here. So we're going to retake the lead here over the Jets at the end of the first half, 17-14 now, heading into very hopefully, probably, not hopefully, but probably a very tumultuous second half we can expect it here. So Andrews manages to find Anthony Beck to cross the middle, and he's going to get the first down. The Jets' drive will continue as they get closer and closer into scoring range and look to be threatening here. But on 3rd and 4, our defense trying to get the Jets off of the field. They're going to have to Curtis Martin. Curtis Martin gets met at the line by Victor Green. Victor Green probably could have been a little bit more proactive on that play, but either way, it's going to be a first down for the Jets, and they're going to continue their drive once again. So things are moving. 1st and 10 here inside the red zone out about the Bills 19. They're going to have to Martin again. Martin evades the first defender, shakes off the second defender, and brings some guys with him here. So that was a play that probably should have been snuffed out pretty quickly here, as I think it's Victor Green who gets split flatly on his butt. Just gets completely flattened by Curtis Martin. I think it was Keith Newman who was inside there as well. But either way, 3rd and goal now for the Jets. The long goal to go here. They've been moving backwards, and but Andrews is able to find Lamont Jordan, the backup running back, number 35 as he's named in this game here. But I believe again it is Lamont Jordan. But he manages to find him just wide open, free as a bird, and gets into the end zone. And that is a huge bend and break moment for this defense, man. So the Jets retake the lead, 21-17 here. But Sammy Morris now, we can throw it to our running back as well, and Sammy Morris gets a huge gain on the ground after getting the pass through the air by Raymond Winfield. So a huge scoring opportunity now for us as well. We are moving the ball here against the Jets defense. 1st and 10 now. Under a minute left to go, under 30 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Sammy Morris finds a bit of an opening here, bobbing and weaving, finds the open space and gets into the end zone. And man, he has just been completely effective, and it's been everywhere he needs to be in this game, man. It needs to be, he's been everywhere and has been doing exactly what he needs to do in this game. And this is the kind of stuff that we love to see. So, I mean, already he's having that record-setting stuff like I've been saying. I think it's touchdown number, 13 on the year now? I mean, he's just been everything and more. So we retake the lead once again at the end of the quarter here, 24-21, but we're just going back and forth with the Jets right now. Who is going to end up on top, man? I really hope it's us. But we have a 3rd and inches now across midfield. Hand off to Sammy Morris. He's following the blocks here, has a little bit of a running lane, and he's going to get the first down a little bit more. And so our drive has life once again here, renewed by number 33, because that's just what he does, man. He's just so effective and good at that. But 2nd and 7 we're going to cut to here. Killing some time here, but pressure is inside quickly on Travis Henry, but he shakes off the first tackle and redirects and manages to get the first down. So not even just Sammy Morris, but Travis Henry doing things. Almost 30 yards and just 4 touches, man. He's been very effective in very short doses, man, and that's what we've seen from Travis Henry. I'd love to see what he could do with a full season, but with Sammy Morris, you really don't need it. So Raymond Winfield able to hit Jerry Mersma across the middle, and so now there's a little bit of the passing that we've seen. We've seen a little bit in this game. It hasn't been completely absent, but we have not really been tasking Raymond Winfield to throw all that much. But it's 3rd and 8 now. We're going to hand off again to Sean Bryson. So our 3rd different running back getting involved in this game, and he does a little bit here. I don't think it's going to be enough, but he at least does something here. So something is better than nothing, right? I don't think I need to tell you that, but if it isn't obvious. But now it's going to be second and goal here as Sean Bryson gets us the first down. And on second and goal, we're going to hand it off to who else, man? Who else? Bring in number 33 to cap off our drive and finish things off for us. And Sammy Morris gets into the end zone for touchdown number, 3, 4 on the day? I mean, he's just been everywhere, man. And, yeah, already, man, he's had a year's worth. I keep saying it every time. It just blows my mind. He's probably on record-setting pace, dude. Well, I think the number's, 22 from last year? I mean, he could get there. We're pretty late in the season, but he could get there. We still have, 6 games left. He's definitely probably going to get there. I mean, that's just crazy to think about. He's getting close to 15 right now, and we still have 6 games left. That's just nuts, dude. He's a touchdown goblin. That's what he does. So the Jets fall short here on 3rd and 6, but they're going to keep the offense on the field on 4th and 6 and try and get back into this game if at all possible. Andrews takes a shot downfield, and that pass is broken up to Matthew Hatchett. And we are going to survive, at least for a little bit here. A minute and a half left to go. You can probably expect things to go our way, but it's 1st and 10 here. We need to kill a little bit of time if at all possible. We're going to hand off to Sammy Morris. Sammy Morris gets bounced to the outside, breaks a tackle, and now he's just relying on the speed here. Don't tell me he's going to do it again. Don't tell me. And he does! Sammy Morris once again. And the game was already officially pretty much in hand for us. And Sammy Morris just completely puts the final nail in the Jets' coffin. We just show up big, man. Add another score onto the scoreboard, man. And so that should just about wrap this one up here as we hang on to beat the Jets here. And if you've been curious about the series between us, they swept us in year number 1. We swept them in year number 2. And now we finally take the lead here in this divisional series 3-2 against the Jets as we win this opener here in a torrential downpour in East Rutherford. But we managed to end up on top here. We did just enough really where we needed to win here. Sammy Morris was the absolute class of the game. I don't even have to tell you that. That's probably very obvious to you. But Raymond Winfield, not terrible. The pick is pretty bad here as well, and the completion percentage is about where it's been all year for Raymond Winfield. So we keep just hyper-focusing on that because, again, we really need our quarterback to step up, our rookie quarterback. I want to see some good things from him. But Sammy Morris, almost 200 yards on the day, 4 touchdowns. I mean, dude, what else do you need, man? What else do you even need? If you could do that every game, I don't think we'd ever lose. I really don't know if we would ever lose. But here's a game that we absolutely could lose against the Denver Broncos, man. And they are just something else, dude. They are something else. So they have some areas on the team where they're really not all that great. It's not like they're perfect or anything or just impervious to losing. They absolutely are human and can lose, and they have lost a lot in the season. I think they're coming into this game at 5-6 just about, so they're not even really in the driver's seat in their own division anymore. So how the mighty have fallen, man, but that's the price of keeping a Super Bowl unit together for 2 years. So, but they're making it happen, man, with Brian Griese still, man, and they still have Ed McCaffrey as well, and what is probably his final ride. I think he's a 12-year pro. I think this is his 13th season in the NFL, so he's probably done after this year as well. So that receiving corps is probably going to shake up a little bit here. And the money situation might be interesting as well. I'm not sure. But Brian Griese, I just want to note this. Last year, okay, so mind you, they've already won the Super Bowl in the first year, but in the second year, okay, so this is his second Super Bowl winning season here. At over 4,200 yards, 36 touchdowns, 12 picks. I mean, dude, if you're a Michigan fan or just a Brian Griese fan in general, rejoice because Brian Griese has been absolutely doing everything for this Broncos offense. And he's just the quarterback, man. There's still other aspects of this team that are doing very well. They have a pretty good running back tandem as well that we got to watch out for, but we also have one of the best running backs. Actually, I'm just going to say it. The best running back in the AFC in Sammy Morris, and he gets out in open space all ready to start this game, man. Starts this game exactly the same way he started the game in New Jersey. And he gets a huge, huge pickup for the Bills' offense already. So maybe if we can get him rolling still, we won't have to rely on Winfield's arm, but on 3rd and 8, we're probably going to have to see him pass, and he does. And he flips this one out quickly. Who else? Actually, Sean Bryson. I thought Sammy Morris might have been out there, but it's Sean Bryson. Sean Bryson's been a good receiving running back for us in the last couple of years. It's kind of how he's been used, especially in these 3rd down plays. So I like how he's kind of that gadgety 3rd down kind of guy. So it's cool. But another 3rd down, 3rd and 5, and this time we're heading to the other side of the field. I think it's Bill Schroeder out there who manages to make that catch, and it is. Bill Schroeder comes down with it, and he's going to get close to the goal line. And we should be able to punch this one in on a 1st and goal now. Going to hand this one off here, of course. Going to pitch it out. Wide open space on the edge, of course, man. Sammy Morris. We have some of the best blocking receivers in the NFL, man. I mean, I swear, that's what they're good for, man. Just set up the blocks for our run game, and it works. So Sammy Morris gets touchdown number, hold on, man. Let me check the notes here. Touchdown number 16 on the year, bro. Over 1,000 yards at 60. I mean, he could end and still have, a good, Pro Bowl caliber, resume. I mean, seriously. And he's not done. He's still going to get a first down here and continue our drive. But yeah, dude, I think he's on record-setting pace, man. He's already going to break some more franchise records, but he might break the touchdown record in the NFL. It's very possible. So 2nd and 2 now for the Bills offense. They're actually going to throw for it, and Winfield manages to laser this one and find Hazir Hakeem, and he has to come back and make the catch, and he does. So it will still at least be a first down, but kind of a weird play regardless. So 1st and 10, we're going to go back with the ground game because it's working, so why change it? And Sammy Moore is able to follow some blocks here, has a bit of an open lane, gets a first down, and it's going to get brought down just shy of the goal line, but he probably could have punched it in. But hey, give it a couple plays, and he probably will. So 1st and goal, not even going to take a couple plays, give it right on back to number 33, and he's in the end zone for touchdown number 17 on the year. So yes, man, I just look at that, 100 rushing yards already to 8. The Broncos, man, just struggling, man, just struggling. So either way, 1st and 10 here now for the Broncos, heading the other way. And Brian Greasy, man, just absolutely a prayer of a football, lays up a deep shot downfield, and I believe that was Rod Smith who came down with it. Yeah, it's Rod Smith who comes down with it, of course. Famous Broncos receiver who's been a big help to their Super Bowl efforts, but not so far this year has not been all that effective. But 2nd and goal here, Greasy back to pass here, and he finds an open target in the end zone. It is Ed McCaffrey, of course, man. Who else, man? And Ed McCaffrey is going to finally get the Broncos on the board here with the help of Greasy's arm. So the 2nd quarter comes to a close here, and we're still hanging on to a touchdown lead over them Broncos. So even at 5 and 6, this is a big conference game that we need to win here because the Broncos could easily find a way to make it to like 9 and 7 or 8 and 8 and really make the playoff discussion for us difficult. But Sammy Morris isn't making any MVP discussions difficult as he's off to the races again. Is that 80 yards from scrimmage? It is. It's 80 yards from scrimmage for Sammy Morris, man. I don't know what it is, dude. There's something in his water bottle. He's probably taking PEDs. Someone check his water bottle, man. There's just no way that this guy's human. He's just not. But now the Broncos heading the other way here, down by 2 scores, and Brian Greasy manages to thread the needle. Manages to thread that needle, and he finds Desmond Clark. Am I crazy? Am I mistaken? Is that the same Desmond? I don't know. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say anything and be wrong. I meant to look it up before this video started, but just ignore me. So 1st and 10 now for the Broncos. Greasy back to pass. Pressure's in his face, but he gets rid of it in time to Clark once again, who's got some open space here, and he's going to carry this one into the end zone and make a very quick crossing route in it to a big touchdown play, man. That is the physicality from the Broncos. I almost said secondary, from the receiving core that you can expect, man. That's how you win multiple Super Bowls, is with plays like this, man. And Nate Clements just in pursuit, man, just could not make a play, I guess. I don't know, just didn't want to make the dive. Maybe he was intimidated by Clark's size. Who knows, man. Pause. But now we're heading the other way here. Sammy Moore's following the blocks here, just relying on the speed here. He's getting out to the secondary, across midfield, and he's going to get inside Broncos territory, and I just don't know if there's a solution. I don't know if there is. If there is one, you might have to tell me, man. I don't think Bill Belichick's greatest defenses could figure this one out, dude. I really don't think they could. There's just no solution for number 33. If he has the ball, just pray. Pray for your life. And that's where the investments in the offensive line come from. It's not for protecting Raymond Winfield. It's for creating running lanes for Sammy Moore's. But we're going to rely on Winfield's arm a little bit here in this game here as he finds Hakeem once again for another first down pickup. And I mean, that's the kind of stuff that I want to see from Winfield. If we can run as efficiently as we have in this game and the Jets game, just let me see these kind of passes that keep the drive moving. You know what I mean? But now it's 3rd and 7. We're going to have to see that again from Winfield. He flips it out quickly, takes his check down to Sean Bryson, and that's a smart heads-up play, man. Nothing open downfield. Just take your check down. Don't do anything complicated. Don't do anything special. Just rely on your check down, man. And Sean Bryson gets us another first down, and we are moving once again, man. Moving with some momentum here. So it's going to be 1st and goal here late in the 3rd quarter. A long goal to go here, but it doesn't really matter. 5 yards, 10 yards. Who gives a rat's anus, bro? Because Sammy Morris is in the end zone for another touchdown. It says 4 touchdowns. That's 8 touchdowns in one video. That's 8 in one video. And this video's not done yet. Oh my God, dude, he is, yeah, MVP. Running away with my accolades, just running away with them. But Greasy and the Broncos still have some life left in him here. Ed McCaffrey gets a catch, just completely mosses Nate Clements, and he's going to get brought down inside the 25. So the old guy still got it in him, man. He still has it in him. And in case you're unaware, and I'm vaguely aware, not like totally, but I think that is a relative of Christian McCaffrey, right? Is that his dad? An uncle? I think it's his dad. I don't know. Either way. 3rd quarter comes to a close here. We're still up by 2 scores over the Broncos. We are keeping our lead very consistent here, but it's 3rd and 13 for the Broncos offense. Greasy looking over his options. Takes a second too long, and that pressure finally gets home. It took forever, man. It's Lance Sawyer just fighting, trying to get free, and he finally does and gets home to Brian Greasy. Makes him eat some grass. or some turf rather, and that is going to end, or probably put a huge, actually no, I know, I was going to say, it might not end it, they might keep the offense on the field here since they're down by a lot and it's the fourth quarter, but no, the Broncos are going to play conservative and take the 3 points from Elam, and that's going to get the Broncos at least a little bit closer here, 17-28, not a huge difference maker, but there still is plenty of time for the Broncos to score and make this one interesting. So 2nd and 1 now, the Broncos are back on offense again here in scoring position, and Rod Smith comes down with it as Greasy hits him, man, just a quick play. And our secondary just does not have the skill to lock down those Broncos receivers like that, man. It's been working all game here, but plays like that are still just very effortless for this Broncos offense, man, especially with a guy like Greasy throwing the football, slinging the pill. And on 1st and goal here, they're going to finally rely on their running backs. And we're going to get to talk about running backs that aren't ours as Mike Anderson gets touchdown number 10 on the year. And look at that. There's his stats on the game. He's been completely stifled. Our defense has done everything it's needed to do here, but now the Broncos are back into this game. So it's potentially 24-28, but the Broncos want to go for 2, and they're not going to get as Mike Anderson dives for the goal line, and he is shy. So it's going to stay 23-28. So we are in good position here, but the Broncos have definitely evened this one up a little bit. They've erased the deficit a bit. If we can just kill some time, maybe score again, we'll be all right here. And Sammy Morris understands. He says, "Got it, coach. Don't worry about it, Cliff." And he's just relying on the speed again, breaks off a tackle here, and finally gets brought down well inside Broncos territory, and that just completely sets us up. I mean, look at those numbers, dude. Look, 16. It's only 16 touches, dude. He's only doing that on 16 attempts. What are we doing? 2nd and 3. Inside the Broncos 35, and Winfield's going to try and throw for a bit of a risky call here. You might just want to keep running, try to kill as much clock as possible, get a little bit closer for Steve Christie to try and to kick it here, but they're playing aggressive, man. Cliff Harris is staying aggressive with the offensive attack here, and it's going to work out as Winfield manages to hit Remersma for a 1st down, and that's probably going to really put one of the final nails, if not the final nail, into the Broncos' coffin, because we are probably fully in position now to just run out as much clock as possible. We're coming out of the 2-minute warning. It's a 3rd and 1. This is probably the last chance for the Broncos to get a stop, and they do get it. They actually do manage to get the stop here. So the Broncos are going to call timeout, and they're going to have probably just about 2 minutes, a little bit less after the kickoff and the field goal, of course, but they're going to have close to 2 minutes here with the football, and that kick is going to just make it 31-23. So it's still manageable for the Broncos. It's only an 8-point game. They can score and get a 2-point conversion and tie this game up, and they'll be right back in it. So 2nd and 10 for the Broncos here. Greasy back to pass here. Takes his check down. It is completed, but Mike Anderson is not able to get super far here. He's still going to be shy of the line to gain. So it's going to be 3rd and 4. Time is ticking now close to about a minute and a half. The ball is set here, waiting for everyone to get set back down in their stances. And now Greasy back to pass here. Down to his last opportunity or two. Takes a shot downfield, man, and that pass is going to be caught by Rod Smith along the sideline, and now the Broncos are in business, baby. They are definitely in business. Just a huge catch made here. Winfield been having troubles on that side here. He's been all right, but Rod Smith, look at that. Look at those numbers, man. He's just been absolutely doing everything that he wants on that side of the field here. So, but now it's 3rd and 15. The Broncos are moving the wrong direction, and Greasy takes a shot, and that one, there's nobody home. I mean, there were 2 receivers there, but they were well covered, and that ball sails into the turf, and now it's going to be a bit of a decision to make for the Broncos here. 4th and 15. Got to keep the offense on the field here. Greasy tries to step up. There's nowhere to go. No clear lanes here. The pressure was coming from a mile away. You got everyone just standing there watching, man. What is Mike Anderson doing, bro? Pick yourself up and do something, man. Protect your quarterback. And that's going to be a turnover on downs, a huge sack, and that's how the game is going to end. We're going to hang on against a very tough Broncos team who falls to 5-7. Bit of a tough path for them now as we talk about postseason implications for the Broncos. But for us now, our picture gets a little bit clearer here as we get to 7-5. Now, 7-5 in the middle of the pack of the AFC, that'll put us in a pretty good position here. So, and because of all of our conference games, it's something we got to monitor. You know, games with the Raiders and the Chargers, and of course the Jaguars. You know what I mean? Those are games that are all just going to be very important that we're going to be magnifying as we get down towards the home stretch of the season, which we're getting there, man. We only have, I think, a couple more episodes of games left to play here. And we'll be there. Almost 300 yards, dude. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He ran up and down the field 3 times. It's unbelievable, man. What is the single game record for the Bills? Do we know? He's out to break any record that he possibly can, and I'm not gonna be the one to stop him. I'm certainly not gonna be the one to stop him. So, but here's a look at the playoff standings here. I forgot that we added this in. So the Ravens are currently at the top at 9-3. We also played them this year, I'm pretty sure. And then the Chargers are sitting at the 2nd seed. They would be the top of the West here. The Jaguars would be your 3rd seed at the top of the South, and we will be your 4th seed at the top of the East, with the Chiefs and Bengals being your 2 wild cards. That's how it would stack up. Just trying to, because the game is weird how it list it out, but that's how it would work. Those are your top 6 playoff teams here, and then the Steelers are now on the outside here in the hunt. The Texans at 6-6 are also in play here. The Raiders at 5-7, kind of falling a bit out of it. The Broncos just behind them, but it's still possible. And the Jets are at 5-7, so our division is also not a lock either. But that's kind of how things are working out here. Even the Colts are having a bit of a tough year as well at 5-7. Man, it's just a down year for the AFC across the board. The Dolphins, man, really just cratered, man, and so have the Patriots last in our division, man, or last our conference. So 2 of the worst teams in the entire AFC East, or in the entire AFC, or in our own division. So, yeah, but here's taking a look here as we get back down, and yeah, this is a look at the rest of the games here. We only have 4 more games, 2 more division, or 3 division games, and then we have a game against the Falcons. So it's a big match. It's a very big matchup that we have moving ahead. So I would argue 3 winnable games here, so that could get us to easily 10-6 probably, but we'll see how it works out. We'll see how those last 4 games go. It's definitely a possibility. There is a clear path to playoffs. We can see it. So either we win the AFC East, or we're still in play as a wild card even, which last year was not even a possibility, but this year it might be. So if we can win this other game against the Jets, I think that would probably not lock up the AFC East. We wouldn't clinch anything, I don't believe, but it would certainly put us in the driver's seat, because having that tiebreaker now over the Jets would be massive. So we need to win this game against the Jets here, and obviously we need to beat the Dolphins and Patriots later in the video here, and those are at least the guaranteed wins. But the Jets might be a little bit of a toss-up, and we might not be the Falcons. But hope to see you guys in the next video, man. We play more division games.